Hello students, we will move towards the transcription in case of eukaryotes. So already we have discussed transcription in case of eukaryotes. Yes, in case of eukaryotes we have discussed that one. Now we will move towards transcription in case of eukaryotes. Otherwise it is also called as post transcription modification. It means what? In the prokaryotes, we have seen in prokaryotes or bacteria, the steps of transcription is same as that of eukaryotes. Means there also the initiation, elongation, termination steps are followed. Even in case of eukaryotes also same steps are followed in transcription, during the transcription. But after transcription, in case of eukaryotes, some post transcription modification is going to take place. So what does it mean? Post transcription means what? After transcription, that is from after initiation, elongation, termination, the messenger RNA which is going to synthesize at the end of the transcription, it undergoes some processing, it undergoes some modification, certain modification to become a mature functional messenger RNA, or modification occur in case of hRNA. That is hRNA. You don't get confused here. hRNA means what? So I will clarify you this hRNA. It is also called as, that is a heterogeneous nuclear RNA. So what is it? What does it mean? Since we know that there are three kinds of RNAs, that is RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 3. So right now we are not going to discuss about all the three because already we have discussed them. Here which kind of RNA polymerase is going to take part in the process of transcription in case of eukaryote, that is RNA polymerase 2. So here RNA polymerase 2 which is going to transcribe the precursor of the mRNA. So what is the meaning of precursor? Precursor means the starting point. The starting point of the transcription is called precursor. So here the heterogeneous nuclear RNA, or it is the precursor of the mRNA. So this precursor is going to undergoing certain modification to become mature functional mRNA. For that sake it has to undergo some processing to become mature messenger RNA. So what are the steps involved in the transcription in case of eukaryote? As you can see here, there are three steps it is following. One is capping, second is splicing, third is tailing. Since we know the DNA is made up of double helical structure whose polarity having 5' to 3', 3' to 5', and here in the first step capping is going to occur. Since we know that heterogeneous nuclear RNA is what? It is the precursor. It is the precursor of the mRNA. The same steps are followed here. RNA polymerase is going to attach on the promoter site and the transcription begins. It is same as that of prokaryotes. But only in case of eukaryotes, some additional extra or some post modification is going to take place to become functional messenger RNA. Functional means final messenger RNA. Later on it is going to take part in the translation. Okay. Now first capping we understand. What is the meaning of capping here? So here you can see the diagram on the messenger RNA, that is messenger RNA is synthesized by the help of RNA polymerase 2 on the 3' to 5' direction, that is on the template stand. On the template stand that is having polarity 3' to 5', this is called template stand. On the template stand, messenger RNA is synthesizing with the help of RNA polymerase 2. Here this stand, as you can see here, this stand is called messenger RNA which is going to take part in the post transcription modification. Okay, so this is the next step. What is the first step here? Capping. So during capping what is happening, let us see. So during the capping the RNA first, see here, RNA, messenger RNA, okay, in the messenger RNA, the RNA processing, first methyl guanosine triphosphate, as you can see on the 5' end, of the messenger RNA, this whole stand is called messenger RNA. Okay, so on the messenger RNA or hnRNA, at the 5' end, methyl guanosine triphosphate. Okay, so these are added at 5' end, and the process is called as capping. Simply you understand what is capping? Capping is nothing but cap gives the additional support or additional stability to the mRNA. So hence here what is happening? The messenger RNA on the 5' end, methyl guanosine triphosphate nucleotides are added at 5' end. Hence this step is called capping. And this step is not followed in the prokaryotes. This step is followed only in the eukaryotes. Understood? So that is on the 5' end, methyl guanosine triphosphate nucleotides are added at 5' end. Hence this step is called capping to give the extra stability. Okay, this is over. Now on this mRNA you can see here some extra segments you can see. What are those extra segments? Let us see. Some are introns, some are exons. Then what are introns, what are exons? Let me explain you. So introns are those segments on the mRNA which do not code. Then what are exons? Exons are coding segments. These are coding segments and introns are non-coding segments. Unless and until these introns are removed, the exons are, a messenger RNA is not processed fully. So hence it is going to follow the next step, that is called as splicing. So let me give you the definition of splicing. What is splicing? Splicing can be defined like this. It is the process of removal of introns. It is a process of removal of introns and joining of exons is called as splicing. Why the splicing is done? In order to remove the introns, because introns are not coding one. So only exons are coding. So hence introns should be removed from the messenger RNA. Hence exons. All the exons are going to join. This completes RNA processing occurs inside the nucleus. So all this processing is occurring within the nucleus of the cell, and the mature mRNA is transferred into the cytoplasm of the cell. After that, there is one more step in post-transcription, that is called tailing. What is tailing? Let me define. Tailing is the last step in the processing or in the post-transcription modification. As the name itself indicates, tailing means it is the addition of around 202. Tailing is the addition of 200 to 300 adenine. See here, adenine nucleotides at 3' end. Hence it is called as polyadenylate. It is called as polyadenylate. That is addition of around 200 to 300 adenine nucleotide at 3' end is called tailing or polyadenylate, and it is the template dependent process. So this step is totally template dependent, means it occurs after the separation of the template. So this step is followed after the separation of the template. Okay, so these are the 3 steps in case of post-transcription modification in eukaryotes. So the tailing, where the polyadenylate residues are added at 3' end and only introns are removed, only exons are joined together to form a functional messenger RNA. Thus capping, where methyl guanosine triphosphate is added at the 5' end of messenger RNA. Okay, then after that the messenger RNA has some introns exons, intron, exons. Since introns are non-coding segments, so they have to be removed from the messenger RNA to become functional RNA. Hence intron should be removed and only exons are coding one, and it has to follow, for that sake it has to follow splicing. Thus exons are joined together to form a functional messenger RNA, hence it is undergoing splicing. After that it is following tailing. So what is tailing? Tailing is nothing but the addition of polyadenylate 300, 200 to 300 polyadenylate at the 3' end of the messenger RNA, hence it is called as tailing. Thus capping, splicing, tailing, these are the three important steps followed during the after the transcription in case of eukaryotes. Then it is also called as post transcription modifications, hence it is called as post transcription modification. That's all.